I don't know if I can ever trust again. I don't know if I can ever hope again. I don't know if I'll ever really feel happy again. These are sentiments that you've probably had yourself after trauma or after something really difficult that happened to you. Or maybe you've heard it from someone else. But the idea is that just because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala removes the barrier of a difficulty from you, doesn't mean that the impact of that is not going to be felt for a very, very long time. And are there du'as that can actually change emotions, that can actually change the way that we feel about the past, present, and future? And the answer is absolutely. The Prophet ﷺ said in an authentic narration that there is no one amongst you, and I want to emphasize here that he said there is no one amongst you, meaning that this is for all of the Muslims, who when he is stricken with grief and anxiety, and who says this du'a, except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove his anxiety and will replace his grief with joy. So it's a powerful du'a. And you can imagine that when the Sahaba heard this, they said, Ya Rasulullah, should we teach other people this du'a? And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, absolutely, whoever hears this should learn it, and by extension, should teach it as well. So what is this du'a that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is teaching us? It's such a beautiful and comprehensive du'a. He said, say, Allahumma inni abduk, ibnu abdik, or you could say, wabnu abdik. Allahumma inni abduk, ibnu abdik, ibnu amatik, nasiyati biyadik, madin fiyya hukmuk, عدل في قضاؤك أسألك بكل اسم هو لك سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي. So let's look at the beginning. O Allah, I am your slave. I am the child of your male slave and the child of your female slave. Which means what? Number one, it is absolute submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The slave does not disobey his master. The slave does not question his master. And this is unlike any type of human relationship. When a person submits themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they find nothing but love, nothing but glory. And the more that someone humbles themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more Allah honors them. So you're saying from the very beginning, I submit everything to you, Ya Allah. I am your slave, and I descend from humble beings as well. I'm not entitled. I'm just your slave, and I'm pleased to be your slave because that is the greatest station of honor with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And my forelock is in your hand. Now I want you to think about the image of someone who has their forehead in the hand of someone else. What does this represent? It represents that I am completely submitted to you and you have complete control over me. And some of the scholars say it also means the submission of intellect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? That I submit my own thinking to your revelation, that you know better than me. And I'm okay with that, right? I'm pleased with that. And I am content with your revelation even when I can't understand your revelation. So first and foremost, I submit myself intellectually to you. And you are in full control over me. Your judgment upon me is assured. Madin fiya hukmuk. Meaning what? Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed is going to happen, and I'm content with that as well.